Welcome. Hey, I did that transition without bumping Fox out of here. Welcome
I had to stay the
to.
whole time.
I know. I don't know. I haven't done anything different, but it keeps fixing it. So I am quite happy with how that turned out. How are we doing tonight, Fox, on tonight's edition of Kid Season?
Oh man, it's the greatest season of all. And it's been bumping. You've been busy. Like you're kind of our social media guy now, and
No,
we've been getting hit after hit after
dude.
all
This
the
week
drops. Yeah.
this week has been chaos on top of some of the content, which, if y'all seen on Instagram, I am very happy with how that has turned out and just trading a whole bunch of stuff. And as Frank says, get in, losers. It's kit season. Buckle in. We're in this. This is like the thick of kit season right now. We got kits literally flying every hour, it feels like.
Yeah, so I'm
Like
sure there's going to be a drop while we're here.
there, based off what I know of, there might be one. I think it's the Leviathan USL League Two team dropped one as well. That is on my
Another one.
radar. So yeah, it's never ending. Yeah, Lauren County Leviathan. They had their kit revealed today, so they keep track on them a little bit later.
Love it.
But what we are here to talk about is our two favorite teams and their two very different style kits that they have released. And funny enough, I'm actually wearing the manufacturer of Louisville City, while he is not. So uh, it's just kind of a little bit funny how I'm wearing Louisville City's successor to Adidas. But
Right. And switch.
I know. Well, switch, but then the difference. But Michael, unbiased
I-
opinion. Let's end this one
Unbiased.
today. Unbiased.
Okay.
Honestly, the USL has been on fire, and I
Yeah.
can't wait to dive into like all of these kits for y'all.
Honestly, I'm trying to think based on just today. I might have to go Lexington too, though. Like this week, obviously, like I have some other feelings. Like Oakland dropped theirs. Both of those are crazy good.
Yeah,
Um, there's some other really good, like Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh today?
Pittsburgh's
Or
chromatic kit that they did, that third one, that like
The
that
um
chromatic like pop art
Warhol.
type
Yeah,
style.
the
Yeah,
Warhol. Yeah.
that is literally probably like the most neat kit of all of them released today. I love it. I don't know. You have to dive into how we actually deep dive into these. But here tonight, though, you're here for us to talk kit season LIPAFC style. Oh, and Corpus Christi, by the way, as well. But before we get started here, Fox, we always want to do what we love to do, which is let our patrons know that we love them and support them. So, massive shout out to John Hunt, Frank Anthony, Christopher Cohen, John Fuller, Michael Fuchs, Joshua Duder, Noah Telford, Alberto Aguilar, Jeremy Churchman, Stephen Howard, Ryan McCara, Tim Knotts, NFREG 30, MOS, Kunal Patel, Ology Hedgehog, Andrew Townsley. I read it way too fast as the ticker down below is actually much slower than it normally is. Mad Cat Peel, Ryan Smetzler, Sandy Lester,
Andy Lester.
I know, William Land, Dylan Reed, Josh, Matt B, David Horn, Luke Loudon, Don Garber. No, not that Don Garber.
It's that Dark Harbor. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
John's landlord, Doug Brooks, Matthew Shea, Aaron Anderson, and everybody else who loves and supports us on here. We'll get into this a little bit more here. Frank, who says, I love the Lou City home with the color and pinstripes. Wish they had done the hollow badge with it.
I can feel that.
We'll have to
I have some
kind of.
feelings about the badge for both of them, honestly. And we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But we also want to just very, very quickly hype up here. If you aren't aware, we are on Ghost. So I wanted to actually let me make a little banner here. But we are on Ghost here, which has everything KitSZN related, but in a written version. If you go down to this link down here, KitSZN.ghost.io, you should see everything that we do written. We produce articles now a little bit slowly, try to feed them out here of him and I's thoughts on things. So if you want that sent to your email instead of Instagram, which, as was noted earlier, is something that Jonathan here is kind of loving the new Instagram content. So if you don't follow us on there, you should check out KitSZN.ghost.io. It's free to subscribe, and it's something that's fun for us to kind of write our thoughts besides just verbally baffling for over an hour a week. So, okay, Fox. Should we let them decide which team we should go into first, Indy, Louisville, or should we just start Corpus Christi, get them out of the way, and then dive into our two teams?
I think that's what I was thinking. Corpus Christi.
Corpus Crispy. I kind of love that you just called them Corpus Crispy, not Crispy. I'm just gonna go with that one. Call it Corpus Crispy. That is their new name.
Yeah, sponsored by McDonald's.
Actually, more likely Chick-fil-A, if I remember their kits having, I think, a little bit of a Chick-fil-A pattern on there, if I remember right. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's not my thing. So up first here, as we just kind of alluded to, we're going to check out Corpus Christi. I said that one right. And their 2026 The Sharks kits. Boom. Honestly, for a team that is no. So I'm very happy with Corpus Christi diving into the Sharks on their crest. They're called, not called, but their nickname's going to be the Sharks. Pretty clear as day. They have a shark in their crest. It has a soccer ball. It's everything American that you want from a soccer club's crest, right?
That's exactly what you want. Yeah. If it doesn't have a soccer ball on it, how do you know what sport it is?
Yeah, and it has some animal being thing interacting with said ball. Perfection.
Yep. Have to have an animal. Have to have the ball.
Perfection, right?
More
and so here with their away kit, they kind of dove into that, and I'm actually very happy that they kind of did. Yes, as some have pointed out, maybe this isn't how a shark surfaces, or
he's kind of higher up on. He's kind of planing out a little bit. It happens.
Yeah, it's almost like it's shallow water. It's Corpus Christi. Maybe it's not that deep, even though I know it's the Gulf of Mexico. We're not going to let them swim that deep. I don't know. Who knows? The water might be different there in Corpus Christi. But I'm kind of a fan of this. This is actually really clever and really straightforward from Corpus Christi, especially for their inaugural away kit and their first with Capelli ahead of 2026.
More like a beach shark from Ryan.
Yes, it's a beach shark. That's what we're going to do. And speaking of a suggestion from Ryan here, Frank said here, someone in Discord said that Butch Numbers had a bite out of it and thought that was a great idea. That was Ryan. And that's honestly something, if they wanted to go full shark, like the Providence City Jaws kit that they had a few years back.
Yeah.
Something like that, go full shark. But you know what? This is more of a subtle, fun take on sharks. And I think
it's still giving me like a traditional soccer jersey. You got this traditional stripes going horizontal.
100%.
And like it's still a nice looking classic kit, but they are playing with the sharks in it. And I love how they did that.
Yeah. And like it's one of those subtle small details that I think for an away kit gets the job done. So because I'm gonna dive into my score because I think they did excellent. Because like the away kit has one purpose, not to match the home kit and be a contrast. And then if you can go from there and add in extra fun Easter eggs and details and a splash of color, which in here, they used all three of their colors, the red, the white, and the blue. And I think that's really good by them. So, um, and as Frank goes, sure they'll go crazier with third kits down the road because it's their first year. You want them to go easy, kind of lean into it, or just keep it being subtle. You know what I mean? Subtle
Yeah.
doesn't have to be bad. Look at Portland Hearts of Pine. They haven't even tried creative, and they produce bangers. So,
I guess you can make an argument that the I call it the underwear kit. It's kind of creative. It wasn't wild, but it was creative.
yeah, it was something that's local and true to them, and they kind of went with it, right? And they leaned hard into it. And I think for Corpus Christi, the Sharks is going to be their thing, and just kind of really, really lean into this. So, for me, aesthetically, again, if you know me, I love a white kit. So this is a white kit with blue pinstriped sharks on it, and then a red collar. Solid 4. It's not a 5, but aesthetically, this is really pleasing to my eye, and I really like this. Um, Now, this is where I generally buck my normal trend. Their authenticity and tradition, solid 4. I think the fact that they leaned into the shark really made it their own. Because there's really no professional club that leans into a shark or even has a shark, really, right? So, and like Sharktopus, that's like its own mythical being, and this went for more full shark than they did, and I kind of love that. It's not a 5 this time, but I really love it. I think it's really good. When it comes into detailed execution, you can see the waves almost like the rippling of the water around the sharks, and just like how it's not just a straight line. There's like ridges in the horizontal stripes, and I think that's a really good, clever attention to detail on top of the sharks being added in, as well as the red collar overall execution. It's a 5 for me for execution. It's flawless. Capelli nailed this one. When it comes to innovation, though, I still give it a 3. I could have bumped it to maybe a 4. It's something that you don't see with little sharks on it, but I think it's a little bit more on the subtle side. That's not something that's out of this world. Give it a solid 3 there. Obviously, you could probably make an argument, as I said.
I will.
You will. I figured. So that gives me a solid 4 across the board. Big fan of this kit. Like the Awake It. Curious to see how their home lives up to this.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see how their home lives up to this because I love how they did this. Design and aesthetics, yeah, this is definitely aesthetically pleasing. Uh, is a 4 for me as well. I think it's very beautiful looking. You can make arguments about the sharks all you want, but how they did it was a very cool way to do it. And like when you're looking at it like this, it just looks like a typical, white away kit with the blue stripes going horizontally through, a cool red collar, stuff like that is neat. But then the details just make it pop even better. Authenticity and tradition. I had the same argument with you, not with you, as you. That was a 5 from me. I really love that when they dug into the shark theme, it's still like it's Corpus Christi.
Dude, that's your hardest word to say.
Corpus Christi. And like when you think of Corpus Christi, my God, when you think of CC, you think of the beach. And so like, the fact that they went with like it's a shark shirt, so they went with it. I think it's very now like do you need the badge? Like can I argue that this is a California team, Florida team, anywhere that there's a beach? Sure. But like it's still like if I see sharks, I think of CC. So
I now do.
yeah. That's good. I mean, that was always their badge, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they've had that when they came out with that badge, I'm like, they got a shark and a soccer ball.
Right.
Perfect. America. Visual details and execution, also a 5 for me. Absolutely beautiful. Even the fact that it's a red color, I know they have the red on their badge, so it goes perfectly with it. But it almost gives me blood vibes
Oh.
because blood floats up to the top. You
That's
get the.
actually, I didn't think about that. That's clever, actually.
It,
That
it,
is.
it could just be me pulling straws out of my butt, but like that's the saying, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Pulling straws out of your butt, but
yeah,
but like it gives me like a little bit of a blood vibe. So it's very like just the small details, and again, the sharks going through the blue horizontal stripes is beautiful to me. Innovation and impact, I argue that it's a 4, just because you don't see it.
no,
Blowing minds out here. Um, so just because like you don't see anything like this, it's I think it's more innovative
yeah.
in its simplicity almost. Like they could have done something crazy with a big old shark and stuff like that. Like we just saw like a cool dragon kit come out. They could have done like a really big, intricate,
Like
you know,
shark underneath or
shark,
whatever.
yeah, going through everything. But they went simple, and that was almost more impactful and more innovative than otherwise. So that was a 4 for me as well. So that's a 4.5 for me. And then we average mine and yours together. It got a strong 4.25.
Which honestly is pretty solid. And I think this is a good example of how to keep it simple because obviously classy and simplicity are in.
Street sharks.
But um, I think what this does is that it adds a layer to that simplicity without overdoing it, and I think that's really important in a time where simplicity is like the trend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right now, classic kits are definitely in. We'll talk about that in a second with our kits that we're going to next year. Yeah, both
Both
teams.
teams kind of went
Three
classy.
out of the 4 shirts are going with just classic style kits. And oh my God, they better.
It
Michael said, "Does Corpus Christi do a baby shark chant? I can't even say shark
Baby Shark chance.
chants." And they better. And if they have a player named Jamie Tart, it'll be even perfect.
Hey, I will say that I know the Indy 11 does a little bit of a chant that we did for like we used to do one for Jordan Var.
Mhm.
Jordan Var, whatever, and you kind of go with that. I think if Corpus Christi doesn't have one, I think that's a crime.
Well, it's
Uh,
easy. Like, just go, let's go, sharks, do, 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 do,
yeah,
do, let's go,
that's like
sharks.
that. Just like
It's
dive
super
into
simple.
it.
Yeah. Dive.
Dive, yes.
Water.
But back to the kid, given that this is only $80, I'm double checking on this. This is a website. Yeah, it's only $80 for
Cheapest one tonight.
for professional grade quality kit. Because Capelli does have good quality kits. Um, given this is a 425, this is a solid 5313 kit value. Like this is crazy high.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Do I have a Capelli kit? I feel like you know my stuff more than I know my stuff. I can't think of like I have a lot of Capelli gear now. Like I
Did
have
you get
sweatpants and pull up and under
Did you
uh
get the Sioux Falls kit from last year, or did I just get one?
I got the Sufal kit.
That's Capelli.
Yeah. I have one Capelli shirt.
I think I have like 3 or 4 now that I bought from Charlotte. I've gotten some from Charlotte Independence, Sioux
Oh,
Falls,
nice. Yeah.
and a few others. So there definitely will be a lot more of them,
Yeah.
especially as we talk heavy lead one. I swear, like half the league is Capelli
Yeah,
or
there's a
Hummel.
big shift to Capelli. God, what is wrong with me?
It's LIPAFC, man.
I know.
It's
I think it's because it's kind of the weekend for me now. Like I have a work day tomorrow, but the kids are not there, and like it's literally just a work day, so I could just focus on what I need to get done.
so
And
basically, yeah, it's an off day.
yeah, so like but so I'm not like I'm mentally turned, I'm mentally turned off. Yeah, I'm not mentally competent at this second.
Well, what I will tell you is that this lead one team, Corpus Christi, yes, I can say it right. FC was not
Brag.
turned off when they said when they created this kit. I think this is really clever, really good. And just a reminder for y'all, League One season starts next week. So
Yeah.
we're going to try to hammer some more League One team kits here next week for y'all as we dive into it. But Corpus Christi, this is your Sharks away kit for 2026. Big fans from us here.
2 thumbs up.
Yes. So now that we did the good, Corpus Christi, we're gonna dive into my team.
Yeah.
11 here. And
luckily we don't have to dive too far into this, because if you watched our 4-hour episode last week, we definitely dug deep into the history of Indy 11 kits and the love and the hate and
of this one particularly.
Yeah, and this specific, it's really bad because we're just sitting here like, here's the away kit, here's how we get, like, it's, this kit, they're the same kit.
Basically, yeah, just color inversion, which you see in the names. I dubbed the home the blue victory stripe, the away
the red victory stripe,
the red victory stripe. So, without further ado, here's the Indy 11 2026. Here's the kits for 2026 for Indy 11. So I got a little Instagram video. Yes, so this is the victory stripe kits from Indy 11, and there are some words, as Fox said, we kind of dove into these. I don't know if this is just a production issue with these particular kits for the shootout, but I will also mention this. I think it's kind of an interesting choice to make it all blue light. I think it's a little interesting to try to see actually what the kits look like. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So this actually reminds me of college, because I drop my phone so often that whenever I would take a camera photo, if I was, so you know how phones have the back camera and then the front camera. If I would take a photo with my back camera, it would come out like a purple tint. It was like a purple filter almost, and I almost feel like that's what we got here.
Yeah, I kind of see that too. Yeah, and it kind of makes it hard to see kind of what the look is. But when you're able to look into it a little bit more, a little bit closer, you tend to see some of the things that we highlighted last week. I'm gonna put it this way: it's not good. I think a lot of their marketing was a racing stripe, and what we got was what Frank dubs the front of the kit looked like a seatbelt and a buckle. Which, sure, you're racing in, you're locked in, ready to go. Yeah, car, but not a racing stripe. So I think there's some disappointment in there, and there's also a bit of how it's a template from Under Armour. Generally, Under Armour and Indy 11 have been relatively less templatey. This
very creative, typically.
Yeah, this wasn't. So that hit, and then you add in some of the production issues that you see there, where you see the 2 Indy 11 blue kits have different placements for the crest.
Badges.
So add in some of that, and as Frank summarizes here, what do you mean you don't like misaligned badges with sashes that don't run all the way through? Shocked. And just like the massive gap in the middle for the sponsor.
Could have got closer to the Ford, yeah.
Could have gotten closer. So I'm going to just rush through kind of our scores for these, because I think this one we kind of hashed out. I basically had my soap opera piece last week about why I wanted more and how we were, and as our guest Jason said, we were this close to actually a pretty solid design if they actually did a full full sash and all that stuff. So just for me, relatively quickly, I give it a 2 for aesthetics and design. It's blue. I think it's just, as I pointed out, it just looks weirdly clumpy for a sash. It's a 2. When it comes to its authenticity and tradition, Indy does not wear diagonal stripes. We are
It's not a sash
checkers.
team.
Yeah, we're checkers, or we are like
Beehives.
racing stripes, not diagonal stripes. And I think that is a big miss. Maybe I'm being harsh because I'm a homer, whatever have you. I give it a 1. So being overly harsh. And then when it comes to visual details and execution, it just didn't hit the mark. And I think it deserves a 2 for that. And then when it comes to innovation and impact, I give it a 2 as well. I think it is clearly a template. It's something that didn't seem like a lot of effort was put into it, unfortunately. And it just didn't. You're going to hear about this kit, but not for the right ways.
Yeah.
So I give it a 2. And overall, it's a 1.75. It's not the worst Indy 11 kit, but it's the worst executed kit that I can recall to date.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If I'm my turn, blue
Mhm.
kit. So, my goodness. Yeah. So, aesthetics, design. It's not a bad looking kit, like aesthetically.
Yeah.
If we just look at what it is, I gave that a 2. I've seen worse. You know what I mean? Authenticity and tradition. The color scheme to me, I was like, all right, that's an indie kit. It's a 2.
Right.
Like it's that red, white, and blue, kind of the deeper blue. So I was like, yeah. When I see that, I think it's an indie kit. Like you've had the polo in the past that was that deeper blue with the red and white and stuff like this. The one that we love.
Yes.
Visual
And even
details and
this one.
execution, though, the one, there's no details in it. It's a sash, and then the execution just shot itself in the foot. Like I literally couldn't give a score. It was a 0.
Yeah.
I literally kept that as a 0 because the execution was so awful. Like when you have misaligned badges, like and it's not even like all of them are misaligned. Like you have mix matching misalignment
Yeah.
badges. Like that's because you let the intern Dave do it. If Dave doesn't know what he's doing on the press, so like maybe Dave shouldn't be doing it. I'm making all that up, but that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Like
Especially from a top 4 brand here in the U.S. in Under
yeah,
Armour.
yeah. Like we all know what Under Armour is. I have Under Armour shoes. Actually, I think I might be wearing pants. I'm wearing pants right now. So like like we all know who Under Armour is. If it was one of these other brands, even Capelli, if you're outside of the soccer world, you don't necessarily know who Capelli is. So if it was a little off, you're like, oh, it's just this no name brand. Now worldwide, people know Capelli, but there's an argument to be had.
Yeah.
Um, Innovation and impact. I also gave it to. I don't know why. Honestly, I'm kind of being nice. Because I think it's because of that negative impact. It's going to have an impact.
Yeah. So
We need
yeah,
to change that rule to a positive impact.
maybe. So with Botcha's 1.5, my 1.75, we did a total of 1.63. Um, yeah. And more importantly, one of the things that also from a fan perspective here, which is really gutting, which has kind of been difficult to kind of get these Under Armour kits, they're $95.
hmm
And I could get a better kit almost anywhere across the league
hmm
for either the same price or
Or cheaper.
cheaper and get better, if the same, and if not better quality for a cheaper price point, which leads us to its kit value of being a 1711. Yay, there's 11 in it. Yeah, it's 1711. It just misses the mark. It's not worth the price. I'm not going to personally buy these. I am more than content with what I've gotten from Puma here. Obviously, you see me wearing what I'm wearing today from Puma. Besides the all white kit, that was absolutely nothing. And my Adidas collection. So Which also, by the way, quick little plug. Be sure to keep your eyes out for the Brickyard Battalion's BYB jersey. It's gonna be really nice. So
Yeah.
better alternative than this one.
Yeah, and that's kind of something crazy. Like it's literally that bad that
Yeah.
that a fan isn't buying it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's been times where like I haven't necessarily like needed to like I have to have it, but like eventually I'll get it. Like I'll talk about like I know we don't talk about St. Louis on the show, but like St. Louis has um the new Tina Turner kids. They're not so awful that like I don't want it at all, but I'm just not going to buy it right here,
Full
right now,
price. Yeah.
just because you know,
Hmm.
it's it's kind of out of the box. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's not so bad that I don't want to buy it because I'm a fan. I'm eventually going to get it at some point, but like when you're sitting here, like I'm not going to get either one of these because they're all that just gosh awful. That's got to say something. Like Indy,
Yeah.
wake up. That's a scary point when the fans just straight up aren't going to buy it.
Yeah. And I think Frank's points here is really the big one. I noticed. Like, I love Indy 11, but Frank points I wish it was for more of Indianapolis. It's more than just racing, and I think that's mightily important. Um, because there's a fan base, and I definitely think it's time for the club to maybe reevaluate Under Armour
Yeah,
uh,
I have to ask, like, what is that?
deal.
Yeah, what is that deal? The contract. That's the word.
Well, it's a fourth season, so my guess it can't be too much longer.
Is it the fourth season already?
It is the fourth season. It
I thought it was
started.
the
Sorry,
one.
third season.
Okay.
Third season. So probably at worst be a fourth season. But yeah.
I really hope that was a 3-year contract because
Hey.
at this point, go back to Puma.
Yeah. Trust me.
Go to
I
Adidas.
take this all day.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that was the Indy 11 blue Victory Stripe kit, and now the away kit. Basically the same stores for me. I just slightly changed the one. I made it aesthetic. The design aesthetics. I did a 1 instead of 2, so it's a 1
Hey,
5
me
for
too.
me. Yeah.
That's
So
totally all I changed because I don't. It's too much red. Like navy looks okay when it's all, but
yeah.
the red, it's a lot of red, especially
I
in the
mean,
belly.
yeah, no, it's not even just that. It's just more of, as we kind of alluded to in the home kit, it's the same thing, and there's a lack of detailing overall, and there's just some weird template vibes with it. So it's not going to be any different. Like the color might be a little interesting, but they're just that same thing. So they shouldn't expect a different price, a different store from us. So
Yeah.
it's a 138 from us overall compared to the 163. So it went downhill, and it's still rated. It's still at the $95 mark. So it's a a 1447 tip value.
Woof.
So definitely not a fan of these. I would very much looking forward to what they do for a third kit. Because last year the third kit was my favorite by a mile. That race and Indy kit was really good. And as we move on here to the next part of
Kentucky.
the show, yes, we will be going to Kentucky, but to answer David Dillion 566's comments here, have you guys reviewed Lexington's? No,
Not yet. Just came out today.
They just came out today. We got a bunch of photos from our friends at Hummel, so we were able to get some good shots of it. But no, that will be for a later episode. It will probably just be like a Lexington episode at some point. Like those, just like we could have done the Kentucky like we did last year, but no, we'll come up with something else. We'll do like a bourbon thing. Who knows? But short answer, no.
Are we gonna drink and rate?
I think That actually could not be a bad idea. I just don't
I
know if
have
it would
bourbon.
be. I just don't know if it would be the greatest of ideas.
I'm not saying it's a great idea. I'm just saying, yeah, it's not a bad idea.
It's an idea. It's an
It's an
idea.
idea.
Yeah.
All right. But let's
So
go to the historically greatest USL team in the world.
historically greatest.
Historically,
Yes.
currently, historically, futurely,
Always.
just
Yeah.
the greatest.
Well, we got ourselves a kit video for what has been dubbed the Earn Your Stripes collection set from Louisville City, the team on the other side, um, on the other side of the river. So, as Pope Quidisha says, no good story is ever started by eating salad. And as Frank says, buzz rating is drunk rating. Don't drink and rate.
We'll see.
We'll see. Maybe what we can do is like set a live stream episode and we just like talk kits. We invite people on and we just have a few drinks. I don't know. But that will be after we get through Louisville City's 2026 kits.
To put on our jersey. It's earned, not given. And that's a reflection of our community. Louisville's a city of hard work, perseverance, and grind. So this season, when we're all wearing purple, it's a sign that we've earned our stripes, whether on the field or in the stands.
Yeah, first off, before I dive into that, Frank knows how many shots it'll take to like the Indy kit. It might be a hot minute. I might be on the floor before I do that.
It's like the really old, kind of sexist saying, like, drink till she's pretty. You know?
Drink until the kit's pretty, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna drink until my eyesight starts going this way, and then the badge aligns with the stripe.
Yeah. That will totally work. But no, this here is the 2026 Louisville City home kit, which is what we've aptly dubbed the Earn Your Stripes kit. And Fox, this is your team who wears purple on the other side of the river. Talk about it real quick.
Because I'll be completely honest, it's been a minute since I've bought an actual purple kit from Louisville. I have the original purple. The first 3 years actually. But then eventually, like, they stopped kind of being creative with their home kits, which, I mean, we all know that they are a template. We're template city. But I literally just bought this one. I used my gift card from my brother-in-law from Christmas. I was saving it for this moment. And so I got to send an email to our friend in Louisville. But like, I was just so excited to see this kit. I am such a sucker for a beautiful color, for a nice pinstripe. This is a clean, classic kit.
Yes.
And this is what I've been waiting for from Louisville. I'm like, if we're going to go template, like, choose a pretty one. Like, last year's was cool. It was interesting. It had like the geometric shapes on it. I'm glad that I have it. But like this one, I had to buy it.
Yeah.
And again, luckily I had a gift card. But yeah, this was a must cop, especially as a Louisville fan. So like Pope, all my friends in here that are, Louisville City fans, I can definitely see us all rocking this and looking good.
Yeah, no, honestly, I think the choice is going with that purple, and it's not even just like a light purple; it's like a dark purple. So it's like I'm gonna call it a royal purple, and it's a little bit of a darker.
Mhm.
And so going with the white collar really stands out, and it really makes the rest. It frames the kit, and I think it's just such a clever color combination. I think going with also the crest, going with the white and the purple, and not the other way around. I think that was a bold choice, and aesthetically pleasing, a very good choice. Yes.
I
So,
Frank, no, I don't will. I do not will. He's a
so
grimace purple, if you will.
yeah, it could maybe it's a grimace, but all I know is that I'm a fan of just how it came out and was overall done there by Puma.
Yeah. And like you were talking about, I know this is going to be an interesting saying for what we're about to talk about, but I'm kind of glad that they went with like the purple and white.
Yes.
Like there's been always a big issue. We've had our badge, our original badge. I still love our original badge, but it was the whole like we were trying to go with the purple and gold
Yes.
for everything. And we just can never get the gold right with matching our badge and all that stuff. So we kind of like leaned away from the gold a little bit. That one season we went with like the gold badge with our new badge
Oh,
and the black and gold jersey and stuff. Like we've dug into the gold a little bit, but this is what I've kind of been wanting from a home kit. Just go like purple, white, dig deep into that.
yep.
And yeah, yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So if you want to dive into your
Yeah, I'll
score,
dive into my scores. Yeah, since
it's
it's
your team.
yeah, it's my team. Matt City. Design and aesthetics, I give this a 5. This is beautiful. Like this is aesthetically pleasing. This is a nice looking jersey. Everybody's gonna look nice wearing it. It's I really would love to interview a player. Like we need to get like Sean on here or um like Ray Serrano or anybody to tell us how it actually feels as a player running with a polo collar. Because like I worked out in them and it doesn't really affect me too often, but I'm also not like juking and moving and it flapping and stuff like that. So I would love to interview a player. That's on our to-do list. Um, Authenticity and tradition, I had to give this a 4 because like the purple and white is what it's a very Louisville City look. And you can make an argument maybe less. Yeah, you messed up on that averages.
That's fine. I'll fit. Oh, I typed my score in wrong.
Oh, his score is wrong. That's why.
That's why. Thanks, Pope.
But anyways, so but like and again, it could be the argument that it's just that it's the purple, so it's purple, so it must be Louisville City.
Yeah.
But like they're digging into the purple as they should be. They're digging into the clean classic team look that I feel like they kind of started off with. Could you argue that it was a super plain kit at the beginning? Obviously, it was just a purple kit, but this is almost just a purple kit, but classier. So,
Right.
authenticity and tradition to me, for 10 years now, we've had a very good run with having a solid purple jersey is a 4. Visual details and execution, digging into the execution word. I've used the word digging a lot. Uh, Focusing on the word execution, this is a 4 for me.
Okay.
I feel like they executed a simple kit beautifully. I don't think there's anything that I could ask more of it. Maybe some sort of cool thing on the color line, maybe some cool like cityscape on the um, hemline that a lot of people do, or like the 502 or any of that stuff. That could have hit the details a little bit higher. But then when it comes to innovation and impact, it's a template. It's a 2.
Just a
Like,
little bit of a template, you know?
yeah, like I mean, it's what you want from. It's what traditionalists want from a soccer jersey, and they might not even want the collar though. But this is
Yeah.
this is gonna make all the traditionalists happy, and I feel like in Louisville City, there's been a lot of people complaining about whenever we get anything slightly creative, and this will make a lot of traditionalists happy in Louisville.
Yeah.
So it was a 3.75 for me. Again, like I'm over here ranting and raving how much I love this, but it's still in the 3s. So like
Yeah. Because it's still a template, right?
yeah, like it is what it is. And I completely agree with what Frank is saying. He says, to me, it says champion professional. The other teams, that is famous for pinstripes is the Yankees. So it feels like, it's giving them like the toasted USL.
Yeah, like they're the top stuff. And I think if you want to be the class, you got to act like the class, and you dress like you are the top of the top. And say what you want is that you actually like that or vibe with that, or you actually liked that, but that's what they want to present.
Mhm.
The kids say that. Which is why I did this painstakingly, aesthetically a 4 for design and aesthetics. If this wasn't a Louisville City kit, this
Yeah.
would be pretty high on my list.
Yeah, this would be like a mess cop if it didn't have that badge right there for you.
Basically, yeah. So it's really designed aesthetically, it looks really good. Now, Fox might roast me for this one, but I gave it a 2 for authenticity and tradition.
No, that's fair.
Because
Maybe it's 3, but like
it's just
I
the
understand.
purple. Like the purple is just okay. That's like bare minimum, right? Like, but then the pinstripes isn't something that they normally have done. The collar, as noted in the press release, is the first time they've ever had a collar on the kit. So that's obviously not authentic or any tradition. I think it's a cool aesthetic thing, but they're definitely leaning into a new template with the pinstripes and the collar. So 2 there. And we won't get into that, but Nike, I have some weird vibes on Nike, but they decided to be more creative this year.
Are they in the W?
They are in the USLW, but they will wear the.
Are they just wearing like the training kits?
I think so, yeah, because it's the U23 team.
Yeah, they should be wearing. All right. Anyways,
then
we can rate it. Yeah, this is what I'm arguing.
And I'll get into my little rant about the Nike kits here in a second. But visual details of institution, Puma knocks us out of the water. It's a 5. It looks really good. I think it was clever. The crest, the Puma, the collar, all that being white.
Yeah, the fine detailing is all white. Yeah,
clever. It's either you go. So you basically made a 2-tone kit. Bam, spot on.
Mm-hmm.
But then Innovation and Impact, I give it a 2. I think it was cool for fans to get the collar and the pinstripes and solid purple. I think that would be really good with an impact. I just don't think it's very innovative, so it's a 2 there from me. So it's overall 3.25 with boxes 3.75, you just 3.5 overall. Pretty solid overall for what we've dubbed the Earn Your Stripes kit from Louisville City.
I feel like this is probably one of our higher Louisville City rating kits too.
It is. It actually might be because it actually looks aesthetically pleasing all across the board. I think that really helps for me. Because it's usually me that probably decreases it because it's me.
Well, yeah.
But when it comes to kit value, being that this kit here is a Puma, so you're going to pay $89.99 for this kit, but it's a decent value template, so it's going to come out to be a respectable 38.89 kit value.
Yeah, it's mid-table. I feel like every Louisville City fan will want this kit. Honestly.
Yeah, and I always think for the barometer for like the kit store, like the lower it is, you basically only don't get the fans that did it, and then as you get higher up, you're going to get almost all fans, so especially like mid-table, you get all the fans, and then you're getting some outsiders, and then you go higher up, you're getting everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
That's an appropriate way to gauge.
Yeah, so if you're like in the mid 30s, somewhere like that, that's the entire stadium is going to be wearing this jersey.
And then maybe some outsiders.
Yeah, and then some other like kit collectors, people who want all the USL kits and stuff like that, and people who like, that's the individual style, whatever it is. This one is the pinstripes with the collar.
Yeah. What box it tips?
Yeah, whichever. If it clicks your click. But yeah, so like that Corpus Christi, that one's in the 50s. Like, I don't care about the team at all, but I still want that jersey.
Gimme, right? So, and Julian here giving us a reminder that Pedro still exists, and Charleston Battery did release kits here today. we'll get to them.
Is that a raccoon? So
Yeah.
okay, I said
Yeah, it's a raccoon. Three raccoons and then alternating black and yellow hearts. But no, so this is really solid. But even though I say aesthetically, this might be my favorite. Like the overall like vibes, like my favorite score of the two. I kind of dig their away kit just a little bit more.
Mhm.
Not because of the score here, but
yeah,
just
the
because
score will not reflect my words.
correct, and that's why we have rubrics for a reason. But like, so the away kit, what we've dubbed the golden hue kit, is something that is a bit more dicey, right? When it comes to, I think, the execution a little bit more, and when it comes to the overall appearance, because they decided to do something white on gold. I mean, white with gold accents is an interesting choice.
Yeah, choices were choiced.
Yes, and I think instead of going with like even like an off white, it's plain white. It's the same white that was used in the home kit, but they decided to kind of stick with it and stick with the white, but then lean into the gold. The thing that Fox kind of said maybe isn't the best strategy for their kits is the colors. Kind of one of the reasons they kind of leaned away from it when they rebranded their crest.
Yeah. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, I guess we're going with the gold again. We just keep trying to dig into that gold, and
really do.
This one, honestly, if they did kind of what they did with the white on the last kit, how like every detail was the white, that could have sold me a little bit more. If they went with the gold badge, like we did with
Yes.
the Adidas one years ago, if we went with the full gold badge, if the GE was a gold,
I know.
I think that would have sold me a little bit higher, because you can't see the badge at all from this
No.
distance.
And I think that was definitely a choice on their part.
Yeah, they're definitely going with like the white chromatic for everything this year. And I'm not against the chromatic. Like I really like what they did with it on the purple kit, but when we put it on the skull kit, it doesn't work as well. And then also the big black GE, like GE obviously. Now we've talked about this before. Like typically sponsors, I try not to dig into too much. Like make that a part of my judging, but like when it's like everything is white and gold, like very light hues, and then
black.
There's your GE. What's up?
I know. With Indy 11, they're lucky the Ford is like the same shade as blue.
Yes, that blue it works perfectly.
Very lucky with that. You know what I mean? Not lucky in this case.
And I completely agree with Frank again on this. Like I like the gold. I don't love it. I think it's interesting, but I don't think it like translates well in real life. So, and again, like I have the white and gold the hoop jerseys. I have the black and gold. So Louisville has definitely been trying to go with gold a lot lately. Score wise, design and aesthetics, it's a 3 for me. Like I like the details that you can see where it makes almost like diamonds.
Yes.
Kind of throughout. So it's an interesting geometric shape, but authenticity and tradition. Honestly, I probably could have went lower because I went with 3, and it's the same argument that I had with the purple though, is that we've been having the gold for years, and that's my argument. So I could have went lower because your point was well made earlier. Anyways, like can you say it's a tradition when it's literally just a color? Like I am. Am I right? Am I right? Probably not, but that's what I'm doing.
You and I tend to have different interpretations when it comes to stuff like that.
Exactly. Visual details and execution, though. I mean, it's a template. It's a nice looking template. The execution on this was fine. It's a 2 for me. Like, I don't know. Again, like there's other things that they could have done to make the execution hit.
Yeah.
And then the innovation impact. I mean, it was a 1. Like, I'm not gonna necessarily remember this kit too much, and I like the chromatic badges. I just wish they
Yeah.
would have went with the all gold this time. They didn't have to go purple. They could have just went all
No.
gold for that badge. Yep, little things could have saved it. So it was a 2.25 from me.
Yeah. So obviously, I liked it a little bit more than you do. And fun fact, both are the same crest actually. They kept the same crest, and they decided to just.
The other one was white with the purple detailing.
Okay,
so
slightly different.
technically, but the white majority crest
Yeah.
was the same in both. Yeah.
So for me, I give this design aesthetically, I give it a 3. I like white and gold from a. Oh, I think that would look really cool as I wear it. It's hard to match, and it's hard to look good on the field, and I think it's hard to make it aesthetically look 100% pleasing. So I give it a solid 3 for me. But I did give it a 3 for authenticity and tradition. Not many clubs lean into gold outside of FC Tulsa.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
they do it well.
They do it really well because they have the black as the
Mhm.
base with the gold. And I think they use it more as an accent. And I think when you try to have, for Louisville City, who keeps trying primarily to do white and gold. And I think that is very hard to continually use.
It's a choice.
It is a choice. And I think they could have used a different color than white. I mean, honestly, they should just go back to using, like, I think a black with, like, even purple accents would have probably stood out more than a white with a other kit that's purple and white. But I digress.
Yeah, you know what? That's kind of a point, though. In my head, like, I was like, I feel like this might be look better as a purple, stripes and everything through it, and purple
with
detailing.
Maybe a little bit of accent of gold, maybe, but like purple would be really good.
Maybe the white and gold badge at that point.
Maybe, yeah. So I think for authenticity, I give it a 3. But when it comes to details and execution, I still give it a 4. I like the gradient of the gold. That diamond that we talked about was really good. My main knock, again, ignoring sponsor, is the crest being white. You can't tell what team this is for. And I think that is a massive knock. And there was a choice to doing this in a white with a white. If we're going for a whiteout look, like some teams have tried to do, lean into it 100%, all white.
Yeah.
No accents. But they're not. So I give it a 4. And then innovation impact, I give it a 2. So it gets me an overall of a 3. With boxes 2.25. We did a nice cool 2.63 overall score from us. Yeah, I had the burps.
Got the dramatic pause.
I really do. I know. I had to burp. Whatever. So then we dive into the kit value. Being it's not as high as the home kit, its value is basically just on the edge of 30, being at 29.17. So this is something that fits you aesthetically, fits you well, but I see this being more of a fan type bot kit than I do as a collector who's looking for add like really good stuff to your collection. And I think a 29.17 is still respectable for a template that kind of sort of hit the mark. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Like I still want this kit at some point. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Like it's not something like I just like I don't want those Indy kits just because they honestly the actual design of it like isn't miserable, but like they just did such a bad job executing it.
And the template was a choice. I think the template with that big block, whatever.
Yeah, the big sponsor block.
Choices were made, and overall the template that Louisville went with can easily be executed better, and it worked out. Was bad that I had to burp.
I think it's honestly, this is one of the first times that you've actually had a better score for a Louisville kit than I did.
I know. I know times are changing, and I'm
You brought
becoming a
that.
man who likes a good template. What is this? What is this doing to me?
It's honestly, I'm kind of that same way at this point. Like, I still love the creative kits. Obviously, like we just talked about how cool the Corpus Christi one is. We've talked
Yeah,
about how amazing the Doodle kit is.
yes,
Well, you did. I had to take care of my son,
yes,
but but they like we still love those kits. But I feel like we have a greater appreciation for this now.
yeah, 100%.
It's not just like it's a template. All right,
Move
threes,
on.
average kit or
Yeah,
something like that. Like, no,
I
there's effort put into it, and I think our interviews have really shown that.
I think what here I'm gonna just like pop this in the background.
Mhm.
What I think it has shown is over our years of doing this. Yes, we're in year 5, by the way, just as a reminder of us
Cinco.
looking at kits. We have gotten past, oh, it's a template, it's trash. We've instead gotten into it's a template, but what's the overall look? And like, what's it overall like doing? Because if it's a template and it was executed well with good colors,
Hmm.
you can't hate it. I mean, you don't have to love it, but you don't have to hate it.
Yeah,
And I
like I
think,
mean, it's not going to get fives from us, but like
yeah,
it's both of those were good looking kids, but they were. And
yeah,
honestly, I really like the fact that they were digging into like the whole earn your stripes motif that they're uh, marketing this year.
it
I like
worked a
that they
lot
dug
better than
into.
last year's. By the way, their
Yeah,
marketing worked a lot better than last year's. I'll give them that.
yeah, like this one, like both kits have the stripes, so like you have to be if you want to be a part of this team, you have to earn it and all that good stuff. Like home and away, it goes together. I like that they are going into that.
100%.
So
So, yeah, I'm a quite a big fan of just a well executed kit at this point. Instead of just say, hey, it's fun and colorful. I still want them, but I've learned to
right,
appreciate well
like
executed.
those are still going to get better ratings.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, all right. So one of the things here that before I dive into Fox, do you want to show off your kit you're rocking today? Because we're at the end of the day.
Yeah, the show's done. We did it.
We did it,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm rocking the Pre-Star 2017 third kit, the all black with the gradient purple at the bottom for Louisville City back in the Adidas days. This is actually one of my favorite kits, and actually super comfortable. Like it has a little bit of like the breathable purple fabric up here and stuff like that. So a nice little kit. And this is our first star that we earned. We were
Look at
rocking
that.
this kit during that season. So I Louisville City, if you're watching me, and I'm going to send the link to you. I missed the black and purple.
Mm.
We used to always come up with like some sort of blackout. That was like the third kit. Like this is the third kit, and it was always black and purple. The first one was like the black, purple, and gold. Pipings and stuff like that. Choices were made. It's an interesting kit. No, I like this is the first purple. The 2018 purple was the one that had like the um, like purple sleeves, black
No,
thing, gold.
he's saying that 2017 is his favorite.
Yeah,
2017 third, yeah.
yeah. This is the 2017 third. This is still my favorite. The 2018 third with the gold accents kind of thrown out was the choice. But that's the one I always wear when I test, and I have not failed any of my praxis tests while wearing that 2018 third kit.
Okay. Well, so for me, I may not have as much superstitious look into my kit, but I'm rocking the last checkers kit that Indy 11 was the last one. Whatever, I don't remember the year that Indy 11 rocked with Puma. Honestly, I see this one quite a bit because it's simple. I love the. I've learned I've like Puma kits, the feel of them,
Yeah,
especially when it adds in this little bit of this little collar. I like the New Mexico United. kits because it has that little bit of a dip there. Also, I'm a Dortmund fan, so I did a lot of Puma and really comfortable wearing a Puma kit. So this feels really good, and it's Indy 11 through and through. Blue, checkers.
Boom.
Can't go wrong. So
Like you're just like, what? Like it's hard? Like
yeah, it's not. And like I think more clubs should lean into you don't have to reinvent the wheel every year. And this did not reinvent the wheel. And I'm okay with that. So this is one of my favorites. I love it. And that's why I rock it here tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that one. And this made me laugh how they just kind of switch sponsors through different car companies.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's like, "Oh, we like the Honda better." I'm like, "Okay, cool. You still did a car company."
Right.
Anyways, so before we wrap up here tonight, I just wanted to very, very, very briefly kind of go through some of the kits that released today, that got released this week, and kind of just highlight some of the what's the word I'm looking for? So, some of the fun stuff that you might have missed throughout the week. Because, as we said, a lot happened.
It's been a busy week.
It's been such a busy week, and we're very happy. And that if you've been, staying in touch with us on social medias in the Discord, you probably know already most of these that have come out. But for those who haven't, I am slowly pulling up all of these images that I have here to pull up all of the kits that have been released just this week, because it's it's a bit, and it also includes today's Louisville City kits. So I go through all the images here. So almost done, maybe, guys. So I'm not lying to you. There were a lot of kits this week that were released, and it's honestly a little daunting. Okay, one more. Gosh, why are there so many? Why did I not prep for this? All right, so this week alone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 kits were released this week alone.
Jeez.
Across the USL. So we're going to dive through these one. We're going to do this one at a time. Just quick review because a lot has happened, and I just want to kind of show it off here. We did our kit show off, so it'll be really, really quick, and we'll do a little preview into next week as well. So we got the Charleston Battery 2026 kits, kind of Julian's, Pedro. Is this on? So we see what they've released here with Hummel. We got our friends at Ballard FC with the Nordic kit. There's a lot of fun Easter eggs in this one.
Mm-hmm.
I was told about this one with our interview with Sam Zizette. Again, please check that one out. He was very eager to talk about this one. Hartford Athletic released their City Hall kit, going with a cream and green vibes for it. You got Las Vegas Lights in their first kit with Joma. That it reminds me a lot of the Oakland kit that you will see coming up here. So a lot of teams are diving into the black, kind of a little theme that I'm noticing this year. Black was subtle. We got Lexington, as we talked about at the top of the hour, but their two kits, again, primarily black for the primary, and then a white and green diamond. Lou City, that we talked about here tonight. We got Oakland Roots doing their thing and doing the reverse mosaic with a white version.
Yeah,
I'm so
so
excited for that one. Honestly,
but then
love
also
it.
The dragon kit is absolutely killer as well.
Absolutely killer. And then we got Pittsburgh, who released 3 kits, the primary in the middle, their secondary, and then their chromatic third kit. Honestly, these are really fun. I'm excited that they did something with Hummel.
I really want to learn more about the blacks, but like all 3 of these are amazing.
Are amazing
for like 3 very different reasons.
Very different reasons. And then you got you got San Antonio FC doing their thing with Charlie as always.
Like even the white kits, you can't see it on here, but like the side detailing.
Yes.
Like definitely go to Instagram and check those out because like you're like, oh look, a white kit, but like even that one has cool detailings throughout it.
Yes. And then just very quickly to have on your radar for this upcoming week for kits, there will be several kits being released starting tomorrow potentially and throughout the weekend and next week. Starting off with Brooklyn FC, there's a fan event happening next week. I mean, tomorrow night, maybe they actually release their New Balance kits since moving over. Maybe. Saturday, we will be getting Westchester SC and their new away kit coming out. It already speaks to my vibe. There was a little bit of a teaser released. Got a collar.
Yep,
it's
got the polo.
And leaning into New York a little bit more, similar to last year's Skyline kit. Loudoun United also on Saturday the 28th. I better be free that day. Oh yeah, and also Pope says this San Antonio way is actually also a map kit.
Yep.
They had some subtlety. Naples FC.
Map kits are definitely back this year. It's like the second one that I can think of real quick, and maybe third total.
And Charleston had a bit of a map in theirs as well in their primary kit. Naples FC will be releasing their away kit this weekend as well on Saturday. All the stuff. And then the one here that's a little confirmation from our friend in our friends there. I actually want to show this one. Actually, is that Fort Wayne FC will be releasing their kits next Tuesday after their away kit after a fan reveal party in the Cruise Plaza. So
I love that. Like Louisville City kind of did the same thing too. Like I like it when they do a season ticket holder or fan events that kind of show it off first, and then you know those people are posting and stuff like that. So it's kind of leaving
at that point.
But then they do the big release. Like I think that's fun.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's just a good way to get fan engagement, hype up the kits, and kind of have a little bit of fun with that.
Yeah.
So obviously, a lot of kits are coming out this upcoming season. This upcoming week. As always, stay tuned with us on social media. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Blue Sky, and follow us on KitSZN.Ghost.io to get that information sent to your inbox. We'll have articles describing what we are currently seeing in detail and kind of some of the fun stuff. So, as always, we appreciate everyone. Thoughts? Any final thoughts here before we wrap up the night?
No, it's an exciting season, but we love y'all. We always appreciate all the chats and the comments and stuff like that. Makes me laugh throughout. So thanks for sticking with us for 5 years.
I know.
Or just showing up in year 5. I don't care. Thanks for being here.
Yes. And as we wrap up and as we appreciate, I think everyone here will appreciate what we done for next week. We had an interview with Matt Bernhardt, the creative behind the Salem City Doodle and Heritage kits. You don't want to miss it. Next Thursday night, 9 p.m. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. It should be a great week. Stay tuned. Happy kit season. We'll be here next week. Good night, y'all.
Love y'all.